G'day guys, it's Trader Cobb here on the 16th of September, and wow, what a 48 hours it's been since I put my last video out. I'm actually going to go back and recap on what a little chunk of that video I put out on the 14th of September, because I think it's important as a lesson. Now you might see that as me bragging, it's not. You might see that as me saying I told you so, it's not. What I'm trying to do is just remind you the reasons that I looked at 3,000. I said that I liked 3,000. I told you what I was doing on the way down and how I was going to play. It's all there, and I'll recap that in just a minute. The interesting thing is in markets is that I see on Twitter and I see on all these different feeds and Slack feeds, I see all these people trying to be right. They're always trying to be, I was right about this, I was right about that. Guys, when it's investing and trading in any market, it's not about betting. No one gives two hoots if you're right. And you shouldn't either. You just need to make money. Okay, you need to make money. And the reason I use technical analysis is not to be right. It's to help me to make money. Now, I'm not saying that Bitcoin will recover from here and continue on to break new highs. I don't know that because I haven't got a crystal ball. And until I see a daily uptrend coming back into play, we are still in a downtrend. We may come and retest 4,000. We may sell off a bit more. I don't know. All I do know is that there are certain points based on technical analysis where we do get presented with really good opportunities. And like I said, I'm using my technical analysis ability to invest in a longer term move. Now 3,000 was that level, and as you can see, even if you were just trading it, 3,000 up to 3,800, which we're sort of hovering around now, is a very, very good, it's a very good move overnight. Now I'm just going to go back and preview that video that I put out 2 days ago, just one little chunk of it. Okay, one little chunk of it, so that you guys can see the analysis before it actually got there, because I don't hindsight trade and I want to prove that. See if we can have a listen to that and really start to understand why I like technical analysis and how I actually go about finding these levels. Fib with the 50% fib with the round number of 3,000 with the old highs. That level for me is an absolute cracker, and I mentioned it, I don't know if I did it in the videos, but I talked about 3,000 being a good pullback level as we were up around here. We hadn't hit the all-time highs yet. I stand by 3,000 being the strongest level, and there's a long way for it to go. Cool. What have I been doing as far as Bitcoin buying? I think it's wise to start looking for putting some orders in around the 3,400, maybe getting some at 34, trying your luck at 32, and I'm going to have a big old wedge down there at 3,000, looking to see if I can get that. That'd be great. All right. Now keep in mind what I'm doing here. I'm investing. Okay, I'm investing in Bitcoin. I'm investing in cryptocurrency as a market. I'm seeing this as something that will be around. So I'm not looking at this as got to sell in, sell out, sell in, sell out, buy and sell, buy and sell. I'm not looking at it for those short-term quick gains. I'm looking to build a position into an investment, into a product, into an idea that I believe will withstand, the test of time. I believe it will exist for a long time to come. So with that being said, I don't mind if I buy at 3,400 and it falls down to 2,000. I'm investing in the longevity of this idea. I always say to people they need to know what their strategy is before they can then go forward and understand what it is that their purpose is in the market. What are they trying to achieve? If you think the long game, you can build towards it. If you're thinking the short game, you better be bloody good. All right. Now I do a bit of short game stuff. I am a trader. But I also do a number of long investing stuff, and I love what's happening here in this pullback. If we also have a look at what happened last time, we went from 1,000 to 3,000. Now if we pull back to 3,000, 3 times that, which is obviously the multiple of the last run, gets us to 9,000, gets us up around that 10,000 mark where people have been talking about potential for Bitcoin to reach in the not too distant future. It's all coming together, it's all adding up very, very well. I absolutely love this. From 3,400 down to 3,000, I'll be looking to buy Bitcoin. Thanks guys, bye. So guys, I think this video, it's less about anything other than the way I view the world. Okay, the way I invest, the way I trade, and what I'm looking at out there. Okay, with Bitcoin and with anything I invest in, it's about understanding your objectives. Okay, now I believe Bitcoin is going to be around for a very long time. I use technical analysis along with my fundamental long-term views for my entry points, where to add to positions, maybe sometimes where to exit a little bit of profit, especially in the sort of more speculative, lower crypto ranking market cap coins, you know, we know what happens sometimes. They pump and they dump. Well, on the pump, if I can get some money out of that and move it across into something that is a little bit more stable. We've all talked about it before. We've talked about metal, how it's not been too affected. Bitcoin's obviously there in that conversation as well. Ripple's one of those ones that's there as well. Ethereum's one of those coins that seems to be doing very well and holding very well through it all. That's what I'm looking at, guys. That gives you a perspective into how I invest, into my brain, what I look for, and we may see Bitcoin fall back. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but what I do have is technical analysis. And I'll tell you what, I'm bloody happy I do. Hope you're doing well. Speak to you soon. Bye.